Hello guys, welcome to today's tutorial. I hope you are having a beautiful day. So in this video, I am going to be showing you how I color grade my videos in Dehancer. Some of you know I normally shoot all my videos in log. So color grading it sometimes becomes very stressful. So I am in this video going to be showing you how I get those beautiful looks that you always see that makes you ask how I color grade my videos. So I am going to be using this plugin called Dehancer Pro. Some of you have heard about it. Some of you have not heard about it. So I'm going to be using Dehancer Pro to turn my footage from log to Rec 709 to every of the color, everything I want to do. I'll do it inside Dehancer. So there are a lot of persons who have lots that they used to convert their videos from log to Rec 709. Some normally do it with color transform, color space transform inside Davinci Resolve. But right now, I feel like this is the best way that works for me. That's why I'm going to be using it for this particular video. So I'm going to be showing you how I got from here to here, how I got from here to here. So as you see in this video now, it was just done. If you see, it's just this particular one I'm turning off and on. So let's dive into the video so I show you how I moved from Rec 709, from log to Rec 709 to this beautiful natural look that you're seeing in this video. So I'm going to be deleting that. I'm going to delete this also, delete this. So I'm going to create 3 different nodes. 1, 2, 3. So I'm creating these 3 different nodes so that, let me reduce it. I'm creating these 3 different nodes so that you know exactly the process I'm using to color grade my videos. So the first node, I'm going to call it highlights. Sorry, I'm spelling high lights. Then let me call this WB. You all know what WB is. WB is known as white balance. Then I'm going to call this Dehancer. Yes, Dehancer. So before I go into any of this other one, I'm going to first touch my Dehancer node. For those of you who are not using Premiere Pro, you have Dehancer for. So those of you that are not using Davinci, you have Dehancer for Premiere Pro. You have Dehancer for Final Cut. So you even have Dehancer for Photoshop. For those of you who want to use it and just color grade your pictures. So let's see how we can do this. Remember, you can check the description box. With my code, you can get 10% off while buying from their website. The link is in the description box. So let's dive into the video. So the first thing I want to do is I want to drag the Dehancer here. If you cannot see it here, just type from your search, type Dehancer and just drag it into the the Dehancer node after you have installed it. But remember, you have to install it first. You can use the free version for practice while you prepare to get the full version. But you have a logo in the middle that is showing you that this is an unregistered version. So let me go back first of all and turn off some of the things. Like what you're seeing here, you are seeing a lot of noise and you're seeing this color that is not too nice. So let's turn that off. So first of all, let's turn off our noise. Our noise is known as grain. For those of you who don't know, so let's turn off grain. So our footage will be looking like this. And also, let's not just do that. Let's also go back and turn off film. So when we turn that off, we are having the original image before and after. You can see nothing has been done. So now you're seeing source here. Our source is not Rec 709. Our source is supposed to be for us to choose a camera. So we are not using any of this option. We want to choose a camera. You can even choose a choice here. If this works for you, go ahead. But me, I choose my camera. So this source now, I select choose camera. Vendor, my camera vendor is Canon. I've used Canon for all I can remember. So I click on Canon. You can see it supports all these camera brands that you're seeing here. It supports Sony, Sigma, Red, Panasonic, I don't know about that one. Fujifilm, DJI, and Canon. So let's do Canon. So once you do that, you get this. And you'll be wondering, why is it not looking like Rec 709? let's calm down and follow the video. So in this part where you see camera, I'm not shooting with C200. I'm shooting, every camera will give you a look immediately you enter the camera. So I will choose arrow because I'm using US arrow. Once I choose US arrow, this is what I get. This is like what my Rec 709 is giving me. And why is showing me C-Log neutral and C-Log cinema? I shot with C-Log cinema. There are those two options inside my camera, my EOS arrow. So at this point, I can now come back to highlights. When I come back to highlight, I can now touch the color here to bring down the highlights. Then also I can come here. Now, the reason why I don't do everything in one particular node is because whenever I see that there is an issue, there should be a way for me to go back and fix. That's why. So I'll just come back to tint and reduce my magenta a little. Sorry. Okay, add a little of the magenta, then reduce the warm a little. Keep it around here. So whenever you're building your nodes, make sure you're building it gradually, not to arrive at the end at once. So from here, you can still tweak your exposure, bring it down or increase it a little. Then your white balance, your temperature, I'll keep this, I'll just bring it down a little, just small. As you can see, it's just small. Then your tint, if you want to warm it, you can warm it and get this kind of look. You can reduce it to get a different kind of look. So let's keep it around here. Let's keep it around here. Let's not just move it too much. I don't like moving things too much. I like moving to see the changes gradually. So I'll just keep it like that. And every other thing, I'll just leave it the way it is. If you want to reset anything, just click on these arrows here to reverse it. That's like to take it to its original position. So from here, I can now turn on film. When you turn film on, you get this color that is looking like this. For some films, this color is very, very okay. As a person that is color grading your videos, you must know the kind of mood you want to create from when you're color grading your videos. So for me, this color is not what I want. So you have the option, nobody's stopping you from just going through the colors to see the one that works well for you. You can just slide through. I think I selected something around here. You can just go through all of them, the one that works for you. Let's try that Fujifilm again. Okay, this is nice. Okay, I think this is the one I used. For that particular video I showed you, that's the one I used. So let's go back to that one. So when you get to this point now, your video is still looking as if there is no contrast in your videos. Calm down. You are building it gradually, right? Some persons like their film like this, looking not too contrasty. But if you like your film having a lot of contrast, calm down as we build along. So now we go to the next option. Remember, whenever you want to use any of the options, it's not a must that you use every single one of them. Whenever you want to use any of the options, you just enter film developer. Any of them you enter, make sure you click on the enable for you to enable it. Once you click it, some of them might just start showing you the effect. Some of them might not show you any effect until you start pushing it. So let's boost our contrast a little. Remember, we are not doing too much. We're just doing it gradually. Then gamma correction, I think I'm going to push it down. Keep it around here so that my blacks can be blacking. But I'm not going to push it to the end because I want my black to be blacking. So I'm going to boost the color a little. Some of you, whenever you see an option to boost your color, you just overboost it. So as you can see, this is what I've done. Your before and your after. Your before and your after. So remember, you can still tweak this to increase the effect of what you're adding. So now let's do film compression. What film compression normally do for you is to reduce the highlight when you're color grading. You see all those highlight area to help you bring it down a little. So let's reduce the impact of the film compression. Let's reduce it and keep it around here. Then the range, let's keep it around here. Then color density, I'll push it to this point. Yeah, so remember, we go from here to here. If you like that shine in your video, go ahead and reduce the impact. You can reduce it to the finish, but you can add a little, all right, so that it will not be too much. Because remember, we are building gradually. Then now we come to expand. Expand is where we cannot expand we cannot expand our white, or we can expand our black. So here we can still decide to boost our black more to increase the amount of black in the video. Then also if we want to increase our white. So let's keep the white around here and see our before and after. Here is your before, here is your after. So we have a very good before and after there. Before and after. Now imagine how just for this particular Dehancer we have moved from here to here to here. So we are still moving forward. From the print, this also have a very big impact in our video. This particular point, this profile, print profile. So we cannot add, maybe we can add Fuji film, print film. Can add the second one, or you can add the third one. So if you add any of them, you can still brighten it a little, tweak it to your taste. That's like another beautiful thing about this particular plugin. You can boost it, you can tweak it to your liking, then also, you know, just tweak it to the way you feel like it's best for you. So I think this is very, very okay for me. Here is a before, here is a after. You can see that I'm building gradually. I'm not adding too much of everything. Then when we get to this point, you cannot touch some of the colors. If you want your video to be warm, cold, you cannot do some things by yourself without the plugin doing it for you. So let's enable this. Once you enable it, you can now go and tweak. You can bring this down. Remember, when you're bringing this down, look at your shadows. So once you bring that down, imagine just the two sliders. Look at this fine look I'm getting in this video. Then my cyan, I can now bring it in a little. Now my wall has moved from the way it was before. I've removed even the magenta that was on the wall and make it look more neutral. Do you understand? So with this plugin, there are a lot of things that you can do. Now let's tone our shadows. Whatever I do now will affect more of the shadow areas. So let's warm our shadow a little. Let's warm it just a little. Then our mid-tone. Let's touch our mid-tone a little. We want to warm our mid-tones. Then our highlights. We want our highlights to have more of that blue, kind of a little of it. So let's check our before and our after. Before and after. Our video is looking more warm and okay to me than it was ever before. So we can now go to film grain. Film grain is a choice thing. Let me explain it so you know if you want to add it to your videos or you don't want to add it. Now, this is how film grain works. If you're using an 8mm lens to shoot wide and you're using ISO 50, the amount of noise you get is different from when you're using maybe a 65mm lens and having a noise in your video, because film grain is another form of noise. So let me just keep this back to full so that my face will not be looking blurry. You know, I did a very good video. I didn't do a blurry video. So when we enable noise, this thing you're getting here, let's start from 8mm lens ISO 50. You see the amount of noise you're getting here. It's not same amount of noise you get with 50mm 65mm with ISO 50. Now if I click it, you notice that the film grain has reduced. So it's a choice thing. Even any of them, if you add any of them, you can easily increase the noise or reduce the noise. It's a choice thing for you and how you want your film to look like. So I just want a clean film, so I'm just adding maybe a little of the noise. Then film highlightation. This also will just help you add some glows, something like a glow to your image. I've selected another preset, another profile, so that you see it very well. So you have a lot of other options, just like your noise is a choice thing. So let's go with the one I went for, which is ISO 50. Then we can now reduce it. You can reduce this to your choice, or you can increase it. So for me, I'm going to keep it very low. Then also you can do that for your bloom. Bloom will help you create a like a dreamy look for your videos. If you want to add much of it, you can increase it. You can still go back to the lens and see which of them you like the most. So now my film is looking very dreamy. Now what you're seeing on my lip is as a result of this dilation. So we can remove it or increase it, as you can see. So for me, I still feel like it's still too much. It's still there. So let's maybe just choose another lens. Okay, I'll work with this. I'll work with this because this works perfectly for me. Then film damage will just help you create. Let's go to film damage. We just help you add some of those old film particles to your videos. Once the video is playing, let me go back to quarter. So once the film is playing, look at that glow effect. Let me turn it off. Look at that glow effect. You see how much it is. So you can reduce it to around here. Then so you see all these dust that are on the video already is caused by film damage. If you increase it, you tend to see more dust in your videos. Let's also turn off our grains so you see it very well. So we have turned off our grains. So you see all these things that are there. Maybe if we choose another option, you see it more. So let's go for this and increase it super. So you'll be seeing some particles just flying around. It's caused by the film damage. I'm not seeing too much on it. Okay, now if you look at this video very well, you'll be seeing a lot of particles just flying around. That is what film damage can do for you. So if you want that in your videos, go ahead and add that to your videos. But if you really don't want that, try and make sure you don't add it. You have the option to add it or not add it. Then let's go to film breathe. So let's enable that. This also work something close to what you already have in one of those other two options. So you can tweak it and see if it has something you want to add to your video. Then I don't normally go through this gateway and gateways. But I overscan is something I need to show you. Overscan would help you create this kind of look, this kind of vintage look in your videos. You have a lot of presets that you can try out and then see how it works. You can turn it to vertical mode and also play around and see everything that you want to do. And after that, you can now go back and add vignettes to your video. Let's enable it first of all. You cannot add, the exposure, let's keep it down. And then our vignette, if you can see, it's showing, but it's not really that too obvious in the video. So in other words, we have moved from here to here. So let me move from here to here. So that is how beautiful the Dehancer plugin is. As we have moved to this, you can see add the Dehancer plugins again to a new layout where all you do is just let's go back to the beginning. Let's turn off everything. Let's turn off everything. Turn off our film grain. Turn off our film grain. Then go back to film and enable it and just use one of these options for the final video. So let's say this one. I'm trying to look for something that I am going to be okay with for this kind of video. So okay, let's say this is the color I want to use, and I start tweaking this and it's not giving me that much of a difference. Like I want to reduce it, but it's not giving me that much of a difference. All I have to do is come here, come to this button here, then reduce my gain. Once you reduce it, the more you reduce it, the more the footage will go back to its original state. All right. The more you reduce it, the more. So let's see our before and after. Let's see before and after, before and after. So I hope this video was helpful. I hope with this video I have been able to show you how I color grade my videos in Dehancer without stress, in Davinci using Dehancer without stress. Once again, if you want to get it, there is a link on my description box that will give you 10% off. So do well to get it and thank me later. I'll see you in my next video.